France's Yellow Vest protesters march despite bans, injuries. Yellow Vest activists protested across France on Saturday, to support an activist injured last week in a confrontation with police and to show that they remain mobilized against the government's economic policies. The demonstrators were undeterred by police protest bans or repeated injuries in 20 weeks of demonstrations. So they were out. They're also showing solidarity with Geneviève Leguet, a 73-year-old anti-globalization activist who suffered a head injury in the southern city of Nice last weekend. The Nice prosecute oui. Thousands of Yellow Vests marched peacefully in the streets of Paris, from north of the city center through the left bank to the Trocadero Plaza near the Eiffel Tower. Some waved a rain. The French capital was placed under high security and protests were banned around the Grand Champs-Élysées Avenue, the scene of past Yellow Vest riots. Paris police said, in the southern French town of Avignon, brief scuffles broke out as police forced protesters out of the narrow streets of the medieval city center. In Bordeaux, in the southwest, French police used tear gas after some protesters set fire to debris from a construction site and tried to force their way past security barriers. Protests were banned. Audrey Bayart, who came from northern France for the Paris protest, said Leguet's case shows the government's contempt toward protesters, especially after Macron told a newspaper that the elderly woman should have had the wisdom not to join the Nice protest. After the Yellow Vest movement for economic justice has appeared to lose support in recent weeks, drawing significantly smaller crowds than at its beginning in November, when hundreds of thousands of people mobilized across France, initially to oppose fuel tax hikes, before expanding into a broader rejection of Macron's economic policies. The French government is expected to announce next month a new batch of measures as a result of a great
drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.